Performances by Dominic Cummings and Cain in the COVID inquiry threw more light on the desire for revenge on Boris Johnson than any lessons needed. Some will see the explosive COVID inquiry evidence session today as the mirror chicken and his puppet master friend finally managing to turn a Tory Prime Minister into nuggets. But in truth this was a brutal character assassination by two men with grudges against their former boss Boris Johnson, with the sole aim was turn the inquiry into a new trial of the former Prime Minister. Cain, Boris Johnson's former Director of Communications in Downing Street, made his name as a journalist dressed up as the feathered idiot sent round by the Daily Mirror to harass former Conservative leader David Cameron during an election. He provided the aperitif to former Chief of Staff Dominic Cummings session later on, and the pair, clearly working in tandem, did their best to pin the blame of what went wrong during the pandemic on Mr. Johnson. As one Boris ally noted, there is a special place in hell for traitors. To be precise, it is the ninth and worst circle of hell, according to the Italian author Dante, along with figures like Brutus and Judas who betrayed their friends. The thrust of their argument can be summed up thus: the government had no plan, was badly prepared, didn't know what it was doing, had the wrong people doing the wrong jobs, and basically kept on changing direction. None of this was really a surprise, given that Cummings' view of the government had clearly been that from the moment he walked into Downing Street in 2019, and probably before, after Boris Johnson won the leadership. After listening to the evidence today, the general feeling among Boris Johnson loyalists was that it confirmed their view that Johnson's biggest mistake was to let Cummings, and his sidekick, Cain, anywhere near the Downing Street operation. A brief but cutting assessment was offered by one former senior minister who was closely involved in handling COVID.